That reminds me of the most famous quote from The Godfather that was never actually used in the movie. I don't know how that happened. Maybe they cut it out. Here's the quote. A lawyer with his briefcase can steal more than 100 men with guns. Can steal. I don't know how that's relevant to this, but I thought it was a really good quote, and I thought I'd bring it up because I went to law school. I'm a lawyer. I was a land use and zoning attorney, which meant if I wound up in the courtroom, something went horribly wrong with a land use and zoning application. But the point is, we've had some very good legal arguments here tonight on the constitutional issues with regards to this. And I think those are important to discuss, and I'm glad that much time has been spent on those. And it's important for the people at home to fully understand what the legal arguments are here, because they are important. They go to the heart of our Constitution. They go to the heart of our civil liberties. They go to the heart of the things that distinguish our nation. But I think what's really stunning to me, clearly the constitutional issue is important, is how simple and straightforward how this issue is and how easily it could have been resolved. And I don't know how many hours we're into this now, but it looks like, I think it's about 11 hours and 15 minutes. About 11 and a half right now. Because we can't get a straightforward answer. And the members of this body deserve that. The members of this body deserve an answer. Doesn't matter what party you're in, doesn't matter what party the president's in. This is a legitimate question that's being asked. And all this could be over if we could just get a straightforward answer. And I think that's something every member of this body should care about. It's not a Republican question, not a conservative question. It's a constitutional question, a relevant question, one that should be easy to answer. And the idea that they're refusing to answer it for some reason, I don't know if it's pride or because they think it's beneath them or they've got something else going on or maybe it snowed too much today and the answer department was shut down. Either way, I just don't understand how they can't answer this very straightforward question. It reminds me of another line from The Godfather when Michael turns to Fredo and says, Fredo, you're my older brother and I love you, but don't ever take sides with anyone against the family again. Well, that is kind of what's happening here. As an institution, as the Senate, we deserve to have rights to these answers. It doesn't matter who the president is. We have a job to do that we're held responsible for, that we're held accountable for. You know, 30 years from now, 40 years from now, 20 years from now, 10 years from now, these sorts of decisions will have ramifications. Long after any of us here are gone, all of us here are gone, there'll be other people in these chairs. And maybe it's our children or our grandchildren or our great-grandchildren will visit this building and they will read about the time that we served here. And if we are making mistakes, history will record those mistakes and hold us accountable for those mistakes. If things are happening today that set the groundwork for things in the future, because that's the other thing we need to remember. No matter how you feel about the current president, he's not going to be president forever. But the precedents he sets could very well guide what future presidents do. And so the point is that if we are laying the groundwork here today, making mistakes by not asking certain questions, history will hold us accountable for that.